Greetings everybody and welcome back to Rebuilding the Commonwealth with myself, Oliver. Look at this. I'm spoiling you. 2 episodes in 2 days? Damn, I must be really improving my track record here. So here we are at the Slog, as you can see. Done a few things in the background. Remember, here we go. Remember, if you are enjoying the series, do all that lovely good stuff, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, really helps me out. Oh, hello, we've just crashed. Oh dear. Okay, bear with me, this is a great start. There we go. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit really helps me out. You know, share it with everybody, yes. All good. So, yeah, had to reload a quick save there. I think I slept.
What do you do to help out? Not right now. Thanks. All right then.
You'll get a job soon enough. So you can see we have 37 settlers here now because I went and took the liberty of assigning some Minutemen to the settlement. So we now have our first post of guards, as it were. I bet you any money it's going to crash again now. I might want to move in the opposite direction. Probably crash again. So yeah, we've got our first set of Minutemen guards to help defend the settlement. I'm thinking of, I don't know whether to put the artillery cannon here, because every settlement does need artillery. So I don't know whether to place them here or turn this into a dining area instead, have it more as a social place. I do have a plan for this, and that plan is to completely get rid of it. This is going to be where the guards will stay. There won't be too many of them, because this is more of a residential settlement, but it'll kind of add some more personality over here. That's going to get really annoying very quickly, isn't it? For God's sake. Then again, this part out front here could quite easily be a social space. How close is this boundary? It's very close. How far away? It's actually a bit further than I expected. I can actually scrap just outside of the boundary, which is a good sign. That's good. This does look quite nice, well lit up, but it could use some extra stuff. So you know what, I am actually going to put the artillery cannon out here. So let's set it up just the way it should be. So the artillery will have full range to look over just about everywhere when it's set up over on this side. So yeah, the cannon can rotate in every direction. It's got a 360 arc, unlike the ones at the castle. Could just simply turn on the spot. This gunfire is really going to annoy me. Yeah, good sentiment. Get shot. Not too keen on hitting the settlers. There's one down. Clear shot for him. See a dreadnought down there somewhere. Dreadnought is going to be a legendary one. It's going to mutate, so don't have a clear shot. That slaughter dog is dead. Love it when they fall over. Thank you very much. Nice try. Center mass. Headshot. Reload. Off with your head too. Off with yours. Off with yours. Oh yeah, of course. No VATs. Of course he's going to mutate. Oh, fucking have it. I was going to say, that settler should not be angry at me for crying out loud. I have just defended you. Ugh. Okay.
Huh?
Yes, good thing I intervened on there. I don't think a whole bunch of this lot could have sorted that out by themselves. Right. You are going to be our captain. The captain of the artillery squad, that is. Or rather, in this case, it's going to be a sergeant. He will be answering to the artillery officer, which is Terence Hartigan at the castle. Fantastic. I will give him his weapons in a few moments. That's why I can't sprint at the moment or run very fast, because I'm over encumbered, which is fantastic. Just the way I like it. I'm thinking of giving this slightly different personality. So one of the things I did spot was this really nice weapon store. Thinking I can get away with putting one of these in maybe here. Okay, it doesn't add any defense, but it does give the Minuteman area a little bit more personality. Yes, of course. Come on here, my friend. Come on here. We'll set you up. Great, that's 2. I mean, I could technically put up a checkpoint here to separate military from civilian, but doesn't seem like much point in doing so. I mean, I could put an MG nest in like that, but I just don't think that really fits. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and keep it as natural as I possibly can. Though under the defense section, it's us fences, isn't it? Junk fence. Is it miscellaneous barriers? I forget. Yeah, we have these Jersey barricades which we can use. So if we put a couple of these Jersey barricades in, it's not to create like a divide or anything like that, but it is just to show that, to create a distinct idea that this is where you'll find people with guns, this is where you won't find people with guns. Just so that, you know, you've got that clear idea of where you're going. And so you don't accidentally wander into an area that's set up with live gunfire, because I imagine your day would be pretty bad.
Hmm?
Also under homemaker, I want one of the defense pieces. I can't remember if it faces away from you or towards you. So I'm going to just try that the other way around.
Got it.
I mean, these guys don't have to be quite as well drilled as the castle. The castle is, you know... Oh, Kipperus with a tiny mag. That's unusual. They don't have to be quite as well drilled as the castle. The castle is, like, the headquarters. That place needs the best running that place. Okay, it is the wrong way around. Yeah, the castle needs everybody to be absolutely tip. This is random. It's that settler from earlier. Problem is, if I shoot her, they're all going to go crazy. I'm going to nope out of that, and hopefully she will stop being hostile if I just leave the settlement and come back. That has happened to me a couple of times, but I've never really understood why. Oh, great. Get out of here.
Stop right there.
Right in the leg. Cheers. Right. Okay. Question is back here far enough? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Level elevated.
There's a reason I wear glasses like that. It's for fuckers like you. Okay. Oh yeah, because Breakheart Banks is up here. Yeah, next time don't peek your head. Just a pro tip. Right, I think that's enough killing. Let's see if we can go back and see if that settler is not going to try and cave my head in with a plasma rifle. So I don't know what causes that, but it showed them as hostile when she was shot down on the field there. And obviously if I had shot her with that Dragunov, it would have fucking killed her, because she's a level 9 settler with no armour. The gun that I was carrying, this, would have blown her in half at level 163, which is what I think I am at the moment. Okay. She's back at it. Alright guys, bear with me a sec, I'm going to go and fix this. There we go, all sorted. Really don't know why,
I'm
but...
just so hungry all the time.
Oh, you got hangry. Okay.
Huh?
Never mind guys, we solved it. She was just hangry. Excuse me. Just got some Haribo Star Mix, and my god, I've forgotten how much I enjoyed that.
If we had a good supply of clean water, things would be pretty good.
There's the thing. Does this guy actually interact with this? Come on, hurry up. Oh, you have to... Do you really have to take the long way round? Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright. Place it over here. Okay, so apparently this has a gun cleaning animation included. So I'm really interested to see what he does.
Excuse me.
If you need a weapon, you've come to the right place.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Let me know what you'd like.
He actually... Oh my god, he sells basically the same as the Minuteman Armory does. Oh my god, this is like having another castle. Well, holy fuck. Okay. That's a bit OP. I'll take it though. Nice.
Hey, General.
Okay, now this is going to have a crew of 4.
Yes?
Now, because this is a small-scale artillery operation, I'm only going to have a crew of 4, and it's going to be rather casual, right, the way they deal with things. Obviously, they've got one person keeping the riffraff away. They don't need that at the castle because it's all militarised. That's where everybody properly looks out for themselves there. Position you here. And we'll grab a 4th Minuteman. And then we'll set them up with their uniforms and their guns. You there. You make a good sniper. Plus this will raise the defense rating of the settlers, so they'll feel a little bit happier. Excellent.
Yes?
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Of course.
Okay, so you're going to be the specialist 2nd class. You're going to need goggles and gloves and a scarf. I'll take these stupid bullets off you. Take away this recon uniform, your pipe rifle. You don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. Sergeants wear a level 3 helmet. And they have a sergeant's uniform. Oh, no, they don't. What am I even doing right now? You have a 2nd specialist. So you are a level 2 helmet. God's sake. Don't even know what I'm doing today. You don't need the radio communicator. Don't need that at all. You do, however, need a pair of goggles. Like so. Weapons. You're going to need a sidearm. And you're going to need a UMP45. Ammo. I think both of these, yeah, they're both 45, so I'm going to give them a 45 round each. Well, a small handful of those. Excellent. So these guys, this guy here is now armoured up. Going to give him a couple of hand grenades. Because he is the operator. This is going to be the sergeant.
Hey there.
I'm sure I've got something you need.
I just want to trade a few things.
Sure thing.
Fantastic. So you're going to be the sergeant. You can keep those 45 rounds. Give me that stupid combat sniper. You don't need that. Or that ridiculous hat. Or the sniper uniform. Don't need any of that. You can keep the plasma grenade, actually. That's kind of useful. You're going to need a proper pair of gloves. You're going to need a scarf. And you're going to need your level 3 helmet. And because you are the artillery, you can also take some goggles. Fantastic. Please take a UMP and your sidearm. You've got your grenade, you've got your kit here. So as you can see, Minuteman artillery, Minuteman artillery.
I'd like to trade some items.
Go ahead.
You are going to be a sniper. So you're going to need a hood. Like so. You can take away these because they're crap. And that ridiculous thing. You can take the stupid radio communicator off you. Keep the pulse grenade because that could be quite handy. Take a proper pair of gloves. You're a private. You can need your scarf. No, not that. Goggles. Because goggles are literally the default every time I buy them, I stopped bothering to give them a catalogue number because they're all identical. Nice one. You're going to need your heavy snipper, your snipper. And of course, a sidearm. I'll take your recon uniform from you because you're not going to need that. And this uses a 50 cal. These guys have to be a formidable force. And of course, if you lose your heavy sniper, you do have your backup weapon.
Let's trade.
Sure.
You are also a sniper, so you're going to have a Minuteman private's uniform. Yep, take that. Don't need that. You don't need your backpack either. All this silly uniform. Screw the laser musket, and you're not having any of this sturdy leather crap. That looks ridiculous. Please put it away. Glove, and scarf, and a hood. And goggles, of course. Googlays. High power shredding minigun. I'm pretty good for that, thanks. And of course, you need your heavy snipper. And of course, a sidearm. And your ammo. See, I'm a little bit out of sorts. I haven't actually had to arm up my Minutemen for quite some time. I will add these to the hierarchy. I do actually keep a record of all the Minutemen I have and who they answer to, if anyone's actually interested in me publishing that somewhere. There you go. Looking like a proper Minuteman sniper now. So this is our team of 4. Artillery division. Looks a bit bare over here. I appreciate that. That will change. This is going to be the house for them. Why are all the Minutemen going up top? Do you guys know something I don't? No, I'm sure you don't. Anyway, that's not going to matter because this is all getting demolished. So much for keeping the same structure. Okay, good. So the hitbox gets disabled too. Excellent. Yeah, so we're going to scrap all of this. I appreciate there are going to be a couple of floating discrepancies here, but we'll iron those out as we get to them. Pipe socket, yep. There's a beach umbrella. I'm clicking as high as possible so I don't accidentally click into the items behind and accidentally erase half of the good stuff in the background. That would be a shame, wouldn't it? Couple of pipe sockets to remove. Nice one. That is an entire stairway which can all go. Floating debris, yep. Pylons can be disabled. Not going to cause any issues there doing that. That bench will have to be manually disabled. So just being quite careful what I click on. Last thing I want to do is disable a huge piece of scenery somewhere. And plus the corresponding tag numbers, I'm making sure that they're very similar to the item I just clicked, because of course they were sequenced or tagged in a very similar... I'll call that an integer. It's not an integer, I forget the actual term for it. I mean, I did computer science something like 10, 11 years ago. My computer science knowledge is... it's there, like I understand computer science and bits and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's the address, I think it is, hexadecimal. But yeah, I couldn't tell you. I can tell you a lot of technical stuff. Some people can, you know, they're just an absolute wizard with that kind of stuff. I am not one of those people. Sorry. Lovely. Debris to remove here. Great. I mean, I know this would have been slightly harder if I was forced in my rule set to maintain the existing structure of everything, but it wouldn't have the personality of me if I kept literally everything. Oh, no, don't. No, I don't want to mess with that. I have a feeling that would delete this Minuteman if I do that. Yeah, that's fine. I was going to say, could you get the fuck out of the way, please? Go over there or something. Go and be a Minuteman over there. Hello? Go over there then, I don't know. Whatever. Fuck you. Lovely. That is everything I need to get rid of there. I mean, this bit here is already a pre-made garden of sorts. This is a pre-made garden from where I've put the slope in. Considering the proximity to this, I think it's the perfect place. And one of the things I wanted to build, I want to make this look like it's a newer part of the settlement. It was the... Was it the commercial? It had a lot of interesting walls and interesting looking pieces. My god, that is absolutely stonking massive. Yeah, that's huge. Is that really fitting of a guardhouse? Okay, these are the bases. The flooring I haven't got an issue with. The walls, the vanilla commercial walls. Okay, the vanilla commercial walls look much the same as... Yeah, much the same as the other ones, which is fine. We can use these to get started. So yeah, it's a little bit grandiose, but I quite like it and think it'll work if you guys will bear with me here. But this place does need a garrison. I mean, they all need garrisons. The Minutemen are here to protect every settlement. Their jobs aren't done when they go home. I don't think that's bad. That's good. The plugs. Does this come with a trim, I wonder? Gates. Oh, bollards, bollards. Yeah, okay. I get you. I was wondering what they were for. Yeah, that's it. So you got the trims. I think there are floor trims. I mean, these look like roof trims though, which is... I'll have to play around with those in a little bit. Okay, so for the walls... So what does this look like? Do we have a smooth type of stone, or are we kind of stuck with this? Oh yeah, one-sided walls. Don't really understand that though. Yeah, so those are the turrets. Turrets, yeah. Okay, it's because I'm using the wrong type here. Wrong type of doorway. Yeah, that's got the stone on the outside. That's got stone. That's the one that I need to put in. Are we going to have this issue again, where it's going to snap the wrong way round? Constantly. Oh, we're going to have the problem, aren't we? We are going to have that fucking problem. Oh, hello. There we go. Thought you'd outsmarted me, didn't you? Thought you had outsmarted me. No, sir. No, sir. Okay, yeah, the brickwork matches. That's good. Window for the guardhouse. I think the guardhouse window should be back here. That way they can look out over to their colleagues who are manning the guns. In fact, I think both of this part here should be windows. Yeah, so the Minutemen can keep an eye out. There could be like a kitchen space on this end, or a, you know, a lookout. That's where you have something to eat. That's where you relax. Because even when you're relaxing, you can keep an eye out, which is the idea, really. There should be a doorway at the back. Don't need a grandiose one, just a standard looking doorway. which should take you back out onto the base here. Oh, I can see why this could be tricky to snap. Oh dear, this is going to be messy, isn't it? That staircase looks disgusting. That looks more in fitting with the Slog's rustic aesthetic, to quote Hot Fuzz. This can have a second story. Oh. That's the question. Do we actually have stairs? I don't think we actually do, you know. I think I've just figured out how to use the one-sided walls, I'll be totally honest. It's fine. I have ideas for what to do here. The plugs you cannot see from either side here, which is it's fine. It's fine. So more walls, the vanilla ones. Put one with the window, and I think this is one we could actually plug. I mean, the Minutemen have to have a little bit of privacy every now and then, don't they? I mean, they are humans at the end of the day. Bear with me, guys. It's not plugs, actually, is it? It's going to be something else. Damn, that's it's the same ones, they're just large buildings. Okay, yeah, I get that. No staircases though, so I think the staircases I'm going to have to jury rig. To give it that oddly classical appearance, I'm going to put that in it. Put the standard stone type right here. That's it. Now on this corner, excellent. Put another one of these. I'm actually thinking it would be good just to have one upper floor section on this end. I mean, you've got the light streaming in from there, which is great. That is a window that should be plugged, I think. If one actually fits the epoxy thing. Yes, it does. Yeah, that's plugged, so maybe they think that's too much of a big window to be exposed out there, whereas this side you're basically looking into the settlement, so they haven't been too concerned with that. I can put in this wall. Cool. How does that look? I certainly think it looks like a newer building compared to the settlement here. It looks a little bit one-faceted, monofaceted I should say, but there's quite a few things we can do with it. I think we could use the trims here. These parapets are... What kind of roof pieces? This is important actually. What roof pieces are we looking at here? Because I mean, the look I'm giving it, just from what I'm putting down here, gives it the appearance of like a contemporary church roof. Which isn't a bad thing, I might add, but I want to put maybe something a bit more metallic on it. So let's just say I put this on there. That's not bad, but I think I should put the garrison's roof a little bit higher. Then we can have like a lookout post for the infantry. I think that this roof here looks way too steep. Way too steep. Let's swap out for the tiled roof and see what this looks like. Oh, of course it's going to be one-sided. Roof A-frame. Yeah, that looks awful. It needs to be double-sided, like that. I don't want flat roof. A-frame is transparent. Now again, that's full roof. I don't want full roofing. I want the half roof. The A-frame is just tiny. Absolutely tiny. Again, these are full roof. All of the half-size ones are just the standard A-frame, which again look kind of ridiculous. So if I place that, looks fine. Go on the inside, you can see right through the roof. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, I see how it is. I see how that is. Now that just looks even more ridiculous. I'm just going to have to go with a full-size roof if I want to get this this theme how I want it. Okay, so let's just put the epoxy thing up and see what it looks like. I think I need to add a bit more personality to this, maybe put a few beams across the middle or something like that. I also need to find a way to plug this. Just have to use a corner piece. I think with the length of the building, that corner piece will look pretty good. Yeah, I think that looks alright. It's a little bit steep for my liking, but it's something I don't really have much of a choice upon, to be honest. So if I was going to put stairs in, I'm going to have to use bog standard stairs for the commercial stuff. Let's put in Snappy Builds floors. Okay, the floor would have to be not quite as thick as the ground floor. I don't really have much of a choice. I don't actually mind that window being cut off. It still lets light in, which is the main concern I had. A lot of supplies can be kept up in this guardhouse. And reserves can be kept here too, like military reserves. So, I think the bog standard wooden stairs would be more than functional for the job, like the shack stairs. So I think I'm going to have to increase the size a tad bit. That is the very bottom of the stairs, so yes, perfect. That comes up to the roof. If I was going to put another floor in this, just suppose I was going to put another floor in this. What would the view from the top of this look like? Good question. Well, how about we find out? That would have to go up another floor because it wouldn't come over the apex of this roof. So I would have to go up yet another floor in order to do that. Plus there would be a wall separating this. This isn't where it falls down, but this is where things get a tad more complicated. NCA commercial. Neoclassical. Oh, just snap to the right place, you stupid. There we go. Yeah, I couldn't put storage up here because I'd have to barricade this part off here. Which then also makes me think the floor has to be offset back another step. To make way for it. So I'm being a tad quiet here, just because I'm thinking. Yeah, because from the outside it would look ridiculous unless I barricaded this off. It's a question, do we have half walls? No, we don't. We don't have half pieces. Shame. That is a shame, because I could have used a half piece on each side to cover it from the exterior. But I think we're just going to have to plug this, plug the wall up. My god, I hate snapping. Am I just being really dumb here? There's a question. Am I just being really dumb? Can I not just put this in here? No, because then that would be showing on the outside. We'd still need half walls to do it. Oh. Yeah, I'd still need another half wall to do that. And this is why having a roof this tall is fucking stupid. Just putting it that way. You know what? I'm going to think on this. Might have to do a bit of work off camera. But this is our Minuteman garrison. We've already earmarked this space, and I'm going to have to tidy this up off camera. Because I'm not going to be beaten by a neoclassical build. I am not being beaten by that. Right. Let's move on to something a little bit more, well, a little less rage-inducing. Let me, bear with me, someone's at my door. Bear with me a second, guys. There we go. I told you I wasn't going to be beaten by this fucking building. I knew I wasn't going to be beaten. Yes. I made a few compromises, but I wasn't beaten. Okay? This floor up here is not accessible any longer. There's no stairs to it. It's literally just going to be a void space. Don't worry. The building keeps its shape. Oh, I forgot a corner there. Let's just put that corner back in. I think there's a couple of corners that I've missed, so they come with these nice little corner pieces to pop in. Let me just show you what I've done in a sec. Oh, that corner needs doing. This corner back here is done. So is this one. As you can see, the space is nearly filled up, but we'll just use the console command for that. Okay, so what I've done here, as you can see, is I've put this little bay window in just to give the place a little bit of character. I do need to remove some internal structure for that. I need to put a floor underneath it, which I experimented with elsewhere and I quite like. So inside the front of here, I've also removed this wall and put in a bay wall, bay window. This gives it a little bit more character. Also, I might be able to put a chair there for people wanting to relax after a hard day. The floor here, there's no pieces which fit the bay window perfectly. So what I did was put down a half piece and then make it look less ugly by giving it a pillared transition. So that looks a little bit nicer than that. Also gives it a tad bit of character. The roof, I added that piece there to make it look, a little bit more natural or a little bit more full of character. Got our back door that leads out onto this little terrace. Out here I'm probably going to have some people relaxing. It's going to be a social area, with the exception of obviously the back exit itself, which will be for the Minutemen only. Oh yeah, I need to get rid of that. That's what I was using to fix up the roof. Oh, I didn't even finish the roof. Why am I doing this when I didn't even finish the roof? Just quickly put that in. I used the skeleton. I think it was a skeletal one. Just put the roof trims in. Oh, of course, that's going to be... Ooh. Ah! There we go. That's been corrected. So the trim is now in there. Trim is in on this side. Trim is on there. That's a little bit mismatched, but it's not very noticeable, so I'm happy to let that go. Yep, the inside of the guardhouse is quite simple. It's a bit of a box. This, of course, needs a floor, which I'm going to have to disguise from the outside. Oh, it's not going to snap, is it? Because I've put down this carpet in the parapet. It's not going to snap. That's a question, actually. Can I get away with not having to tidy up the appearance by just simply pulling the tile back a few squares? Because if I can, that'll be ideal. Yeah, I can do that. Plus as well, I can disguise this a little bit. I believe Homemaker has some perfect lights for this. No. It's annoying when the previews don't load properly, or they take ages to load. So it's going to be under the standard lighting. We have these little spotlights, the same ones I used in the Warwick Homestead to light up the top. So if I put one here and one here, I might actually be able to put these rail lights along here. I'm just interested to see what this looks like. I don't think it's going to be a permanent fixture, but I'm interested to see what that looks like at night. Of course, I cannot sprint because I'm carrying way too much gear, which is disease. Yeah, you can't even tell. Yeah, I'd have to bring them a lot closer. Oh well, never mind. Let's remove these track rails. I do think that looks quite nice though. Fuck's sake, not again. Let me just make a save here, because I know what's going to happen.
Still in one.
Oh, fair enough, just one of them. Oh my god. I'm becoming so slow from the amount of shit that I pick up. Cool. So let's take a leaf out of the book here. We'll make it retain a little bit of its slog-like lighting. So the slog has these work lights. I know they're upside down, these are face up. I could rotate them, I'm not going to bother doing that. At least not at the moment. So we're going to have the upside down lights there. We're going to have the upside down lights, well, correct way up lights I should say, out here. And of course we're going to need some lights in here. Wow, that's bright. But it's also extremely large. What does this look like if I hang it over the window? I feel like that lights upwards, not downwards. I mean, it is a garrison, so bright lights. How many enemies are we looking at here? Sounds like these guys need a hand. Oh, come on, it's two people. Can you seriously not take on two raiders? Oh, whatever.
It's over. For now.
Yeah, no thanks to you. I should add. No thanks to you. This needs a little bit of tapering off, I think. I'll sort that in a little while. Okay, the guest house. Guest house? Guardhouse. You've even got this little window here to talk to people through. But beds. Now, these are the Minutemen, so they will have Minutemen cots. Now, the Minutemen are going to have their own little place at the back here to sleep. So we've got 4 for the artillery crew. Going to have a couple of beds this side. I think they should sleep 8. A garrison of 8. That way you'll have the replacement guard crews for the night and day shifts. And you've got enough beds for the reserves as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th bed. Put this back just a little bit. be fair, I think we could put 2 more in. Mind you, I've made this an odd number, which is a little bit disappointing. Put that on that fold line there. Just want to put these, make sure they're actually flush with the wall. Cool. Brilliant. Yeah, so you can have that bed. Yeah, it's going straight to bed. Now that he has a cot to his name. Great. Now to give the Minutemen a little bit of privacy while they sleep. I mean, nobody really wants to be oogled at while they sleep. Where is it? I think it's warehouse supplies? Yes. So I'm going to rearrange and sort these beds out in a moment, but yeah, because that person isn't supposed to be sleeping here. So we're going to separate the Minutemen from, you know, being watched while they sleep, in a sense. That window is plugged, so I have no qualms about fully blocking it. Put a warehouse dolly, maybe a flatbed cart with the supplies. Munitions crate, though this crate will be canonically empty. It's just literally to provide a physical barrier. Put a pallet down here. This could be where the supplies had been delivered. So I have a couple of decent looking boxes and then some shabby looking ones. Just scatter the plastic ones. A wooden crate to further create some line of sight issues. That window is slightly blocked, not entirely. The Minutemen can still see out if they really needed to. I'll put a slightly different coloured box in here because if they're all silver they do look a little bit out of place. There we go. So at least if people are looking through this window or whatever, they can't oogle at them sleeping, which is always a plus. Of course, they are going to try and make their barracks a place to call home. Just making sure that's out of the way so that pathfinding can do its thing. Furniture. We need containers. Each person is going to have their own footlocker. Or their own like trunk or something like that. So here we have a garrison of 9. I think 9 isn't unrealistic to defend a settlement. So I'll place that there. I think they would have improvised something here, so that can be stolen from, you know, the looting raids they've done. Furniture, I think it's under the miscellaneous section. You know what? They'd have a jukebox. They wouldn't have a TV. They'd have a jukebox. For crying out loud. That is enormous, though. They wouldn't have a jukebox that big in here. Not that big. Terminals. No. Oh, come on. Ceiling fans. A ceiling fan isn't a bad idea. Just a, you know, touch of civilization. Empty bulletin board. And you know what? Because it is December, we are going to place a Christmas tree in here. I'll probably remove that after December 25th, but since we're getting in the Christmas spirit, why the hell not? Okay, where the fuck is the TV? Have I just scrolled right past it and completely missed? Okay, I'm actually getting annoyed now. Where the hell is this TV? It's not under miscellaneous. Electronics? Are you in electronics? The map console is. Yes, you are. God for that. So we'll put the Radiation King TV over here. Granted, there isn't really anything on TV, but it's a bit of entertainment, isn't it? So you can at least relax in here after your long day out on patrol. I'll finish off the furniture on that a little bit later. Now, was it under furniture? Can I please just get a bloody preview? Prefab kitchens. Thing is, I don't need a full prefab kitchen. Oh, I didn't even realise these shower curtains were a thing. Outhouses. No. No, it's fine. The kitchen might have to be communal, you know? Like a proper communal kitchen. Or it will just do fine right here. Yep. Sink stations. There should be a basic one that will fit this. Yep. So we got a sink. Part of the prefab kitchen as well. I mean, there is a reason I've picked this new looking one. Like, this is a brand new kitchen. But the Minutemen are advanced enough to put this kind of stuff together now. Furniture. Now, under do it to your shelf, there is a pre-war blue fridge, if I'm not mistaken. And for some reason, it snaps right in there, which is quite surprising, I'll be honest. And then we've got the pre-war blue fridge door as well. So the Minutemen can now have a working kitchen in this guardhouse. Oh, excuse me. Don't really know why there's a plate there, but hey. Turn off the lights. Now I need possibly... I'm hoping it's under Snappy Builds. I think it's under the residential. Oh god, here we go. Yeah, of course, this one is one-sided, which isn't going to matter in this this grand scheme, actually. It will in that regard, and I think that's going to poke through if I go around the other side. Yeah, it's going to poke through just a wee bit too much. Now this cabinet here is two-sided, this cabinet. So I think as long as I make this wall as high as that, I can then snap another one to it. Okay, it's going to have to come up a bit further so we can snap to it. So that we can snap to it. That was a hint game. You snap to it. Thank you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That was 15 downs. 15. You can kind of see the trim from there, which I don't want. There you go, can't see that. You also cannot see that from the other side. That's what we're talking about. So the Minutemen have their little kitchen, which is looking nice and quaint. Just going to quickly Google the command there. I should know it off by heart by this point. Fallout 4. Infinite build command. I know there's mods for it, but why would I use the mod when I can literally just type this in? Where actually is the workshop for?
And over here.
Oh, of course, it's at the end of the swimming pool. I should know this. I literally made a whole series about building, so I should put in set AV 349 minus 1 and set 34 Bravo minus 1. And now if we come out and go in, our size is reset. So if you guys want to do the same and follow along at home, set AV space 349 space minus 1 and then set AV 34 B for Bravo minus 1, and that will give you the same infinite building that I have. Oh god, I do actually like this. The more I look at it, the happier I am with it. It looks like almost looks like a bit of a pseudo church. I mean, I'm not religious, but it certainly does look like it could have been a religious building converted. I mean, if I lived here, I wouldn't actually mind sleeping back here. I think it'd be quite cozy, actually. Okay, now there is probably going to be a lieutenant at this area. Now the lieutenant is going to need a desk to work at. There's going to need to be a man on the radio, or a woman. There's a woman or man on the radio every day. All day, all night. Just in case anything comes up. Am I just being stupid here? I swear to God, I feel like I'm missing things. See, I've got end tables, coffee tables and dining tables, none of which are what I want. It's going to be under containers, isn't it? There it is. Offices. That's a good point. If somebody is on the radio here constantly, then they're going to be able to keep an eye on the artillery by default. So you've got your office. I mean, that window there can be bulletproof. It's wouldn't exactly be out of the question for that window to be bulletproof. And we will put a dining table in here. Minutemen need places to relax. I mean, this all looks new. They've put this new shit together. That's it. There you go. And I'm going to put an armchair here. Because, well, why not? There is some free space here, so I might put some weapons on a table. It wouldn't be uncommon for the Minutemen to do that. Or I could make a miniature armory, which would be ideal. I mean, I haven't even finished the armory in the castle yet. Do it yourself. Shelves. Is it pre-war? I think it is, yeah. Pre-war. So they're going to have a small armory. Which I'm going to put the ammo for and all that kind of stuff. So that's not a problem. I'll put down some OC decorator stuff in here when I get around to it. But for now, I think that's a nice setup to the barracks. I mean, if I was a Minuteman, I definitely wouldn't mind serving here.
General?
Yes. And seeing my Minutemen at another settlement other than the castle is quite a proud moment, it must be said. This farm needs to spruce up. I'm just trying to get some ideas here before we sign off for the day. This concrete structure makes me want to build one continuous building round here. I mean, I could tear up this farm and then restructure it in a way that looks a bit more urbanized.
That's quite a place, isn't it? The only tarberry bog in the Commonwealth.
So for example, where this gentleman here is farming, I could create a large dirt plot in the centre, as it were, make it out of maybe planters or the farming patches in the vanilla game. Create a concrete quad around it, and then across this edge where this back fence lies, all the way around to this L shape. I could make that into a giant apartment stroke housing block. So they could have all the crops to grow, the sheltering across this side, sheltering across that side. Maybe a gap here to leave the settlement if you really wanted. Make a set of stairs up and over this rock. Then another big tall building potentially here. Continue the L shape round to this massive tree here. Maybe some more farming patches and resources in front so it's still self-sufficient. Finish over here. Maybe with another bar and restaurant, or maybe a little trading corner.
There we go.
I mean, Arlen Glass is not actually a settler. You can't actually select him, so this is... I'm kind of bound by this piece of crap here. But I could make a trader's corner out of this. And this could be an administration building. So if you're coming into the settlement, you're going to have to be vetted. And out there is the touristy bits and the restaurant if you want to come there and buy a drink or something on the end of your hard day. Yeah, why not? And then you've just got your policeman's barracks. So the Minutemen will keep you safe if needed. Will make this place a lot more patriotic than it currently is. But I'm quite happy with how it's turning out so far. So this is where I'm going to leave you. I'm going to do a little bit of work off camera. Fun fact for you, I now actually have to move my game to a less populated area, otherwise it crashes whenever I load. That was the issue I was having before. I have to park my character at the Boston mayoral shelter, then save my game. Otherwise, if I try and load it while I am present at the castle, it will crash upon loading every single time because there's just too much for the game to handle. So that's just a fun fact for you. I might have to start doing that as the slog gets bigger. That'll be the day, won't it? But yeah, this is where I'm going to leave you. Hope you have enjoyed this episode. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Spread the word. The Commonwealth is on its way back. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace out.